changes to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hand. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week as he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this team.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Maryland Terrapins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run.
Oh, he found the space on the right. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David Raisby.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The RPO, it's complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in, it's Harper. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got him tackled for a loss.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's see what they do on third down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's lofted toward the sideline and intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Able to move it ahead a couple yards. He gets it down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Terrapins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man all by himself. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and time.
He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense.
There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Reese. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. For a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A quick pass to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to run for it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste. all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you just have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his key.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out, and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better. And better, and they close to going 9-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Upshaw. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
The Terrapins line up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And fires complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Breaks the tackle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the ground, it's Morris. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes in the 24.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Dogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even...
Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down. They've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Leaves it with the back. Smashes through the tackle. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the board and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick handoff. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard.